Italian PM Mario Draghi offers resignation after coalition falls apart. Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi has tendered his resignation after populist coalition partner Five Star withdrew its support in a confidence vote. The former head of the European Central Bank has led a unity government since February 2021. In a statement, he said the pact of trust that had sustained the unity government had gone. However, the president refused to accept his resignation. President Sergio Mattarella appointed Mr. Draghi, a former ECB chief, to lead Italy's post-COVID pandemic recovery and save the country from endemic instability. He has now called on Mr. Draghi to address Parliament to provide a clear picture of the political situation. The effect of President Mattarella's intervention is not entirely clear. Mr. Draghi is expected to go to Parliament next Wednesday, and with sufficient backing could remain in office. The extraordinary developments in Rome kept a day of drama triggered when five-star leader Giuseppe Conte refused to back the government's €23 billion packaging of economic aid for families and businesses, arguing Mr. Draghi was not doing enough to tackle the cost of living crisis. Even though the government comfortably won Thursday's vote in the Senate, with the help of other parties, the man dubbed Super Mario had warned repeatedly that without Five Star's support, the government could not continue. Mr. Draghi paid a first hour-long visit to President Mattarella, and after reflecting on his future, issued his statement of resignation. Today's votes in Parliament are very significant from a political point of view. The National Unity majority that supported this government since its creation no longer exists, he said, after addressing ministers who returned to the Quirinal Palace to tender his resignation to the president. Avoiding the cameras, he did not use the main door. Elections were already due early in 2023, and if the government does collapse, a vote is likely to take place this autumn. Several parties on the right are keen on early elections, but a period of political uncertainty will jeopardize Italy's efforts to tackle a looming energy crisis and pass the next year's budget to secure EU funding. Right up to the Senate vote, attempts were made to resolve the coalition crisis. Milan's stock market tumbled 3.4% as nervousness spread to investors in the Eurozone's third biggest economy. European Union Economic Commissioner Paolo Gentiloni, who is himself a former Italian Prime Minister, said earlier the EU's executive was watching the developments in Rome with worried astonishment. The head of Italy's industry group, Confindustria, said Five Star's decision had shown total irresponsibility. Five Star was originally the biggest party in the coalition, but has seen a string of defections and falling support. The former party leader Luigi Di Maio accused it of a cynical plan to bring down the Draghi government to revive its own support while dragging Italy to economic and social collapse. Giorgia Meloni and other leaders on the right have an early election in their sights. Parties across the political spectrum have had next year's general election in their sights, especially on the right. Matteo Salvini of the far-right League and Giorgia Meloni of Brothers of Italy are competing for leadership of a potential right-wing coalition. Ms. Meloni called for elections, immediately announcing, "I'm ready to govern." Mr. Salvini said a period of political paralysis was unthinkable. Politicians on the left are less prepared for elections, and the Democratic Party Secretary Enrico Letta said the focus now had to be on reconstructing a coalition in parliament so that the Draghi government could restart.